Chances are, if you guys are heading out to Southeast Asia, going to the mini markets that they have out here is near the top of your list of things to do.
One of the biggest markets that you'll find here is Chatuchak Weekend Market.
Yeah, and Chatuchak Weekend Market is actually the biggest weekend market in all of Asia.
This past weekend we took a day trip out there and it was everything we had hoped for.
So getting to Chatuchak Market is actually super easy. You're going to have a couple different options. Of course, like always, you can take a taxi out there directly from your hotel or wherever you're staying. Or if you're used to the public transit here, you can get on there with both lines. So you can get on the BTS SkyTrain and get off at Mochit Station, which is going to cost you about 47 baht per person, depending on where you're coming from. Or you can take the MRT subway. We decided to take the BTS. We got on Krung Thonburi Station and we went all the way to Mochit, and then it's like maybe a 3 or 4 minute walk and then you're right at the market. If you're going to the MRT, you want to get off at Chatuchak Park.
Once you get into the market, you'll find everything that you could possibly imagine, from wholesale clothes to artisan clothing vendors.
Right, and it's honestly super overwhelming when you first step into the market. There's just going to be just rows upon rows upon rows in every direction of all of these different stalls. There's food places, there's coffee, there's this big indoor mall, there's a food walking street. Anything that you could possibly think of is going to be there.
You can honestly get lost.
Yeah, you could easily get lost. You could spend every weekend there for a year and you still would only maybe explore half of the stalls.
Aside from the outdoor market and the indoor mall, if you actually go across the street, there's another secondhand mall and it's all indoors. It's called Banksy Junction, which is definitely a must hit if you get tired of walking out in the heat.
Yeah, I think Banksy Junction is like 6 or 7 stories maybe, and it's got everything from thrifted jerseys to like crafts, clothes, anything that you could really want that's in the main market is going to be there, just a little bit more expensive.
Even though things are a little pricey, something to consider is definitely negotiating on the price with the vendors. I had gotten a little tank top from a vendor and I brought the price down just a little bit just by asking for a discount.
If you're shopping for the whole day, you're probably going to be starving, and luckily for you, you don't have to leave the market at all. There's going to be food vendors all over the place, so just walk, and then when you find something that sounds good, just stop, and it's usually pretty affordable and very, very good.
Even in the indoor mall, they have a food court as well, so if you don't want any of the street food, you can go inside and they have little restaurants in there as well. When you go to the weekend market, they only accept cash.
Yeah, only
in
cash.
Most places.
Only cash, yeah. Talking about the cash situation, you're going to want to get your bills condensed down from the $1,000 notes because a lot of different vendors aren't going to accept the 1,000 baht notes. So just stop at a 7-Eleven, get a bottle of water or anything you want, and pay with your 1,000. They will always convert it down for you, and then it'll make your shopping much, much easier.